Welcome to the final week of EDLD 5345. This is your week 5 overview. There will be no discussion board this week. And just a reminder, this week is a key assessment, so you're required to do all parts of the assignment in order to get a grade for the course and for this week. You have several readings to complete for this week. You're going to review the Texas Educator Code of Ethics. You're going to finish up your reading in the Texas Documentation Handbook and Rethinking Teacher Supervision and Evaluation. We want to remind you that those books are on the 268 reading list to be successful on that test, and that the Texas Documentation Handbook is one that many principals use in the state of Texas as a resource because it gives you those templates and that wording to keep you out of trouble legally and with local policy. Section A is an ethical practice and case study. You're going to review the Code of Ethics. You're going to read the case study, analyze the event, and then answer the questions that are provided. You can place your answer to each question below each question on the answer template. Here's your rubric for that, so you want to review that to make sure that you get maximum points. Section B is about writing a paper, and this paper is to be written about a comprehensive system of human talent management. It's going to be in paragraph form. You do not need a title page, and there's no need to double space this paper. So let's look at how we want this organized. And we will say that several of the paragraphs are going to be longer, and that's fine because we had to put it that way to grade on the rubric line for this key assessment. So your opening and paragraph 2 are on the same rubric line. Your opening is just going to talk about creating the system and your why, and there's some things to consider as you create this paper. Paragraph 2 is about creating a job description and a job posting, and then reflecting on your understanding of the importance of following local and legal guidelines in job descriptions and job postings. If you wish to create that job posting and that job description in a separate document and include it in the submission, you are welcome to do that. Just be sure you say that in the paper so your IA will know that as you grade it. Be sure that you review the rubric to make sure you put all the key points in there. And then note, in order to get all your points, there's going to be no errors in APA citation, spelling, grammar, or punctuation. So we've added that to make sure that you're writing academically and that you're conscious and not making silly errors that you shouldn't make. So be conscious of that. We always get that this rubric language is outdated. What we will tell you is these are based off the standards and the principles pillars that you are responsible for, and that is the language that's in the rubric. So this assignment is going to be a lot about you reading the directions, seeing what's asked for, looking at the rubric, and then coming up with your own writing in paragraph, much like you would do on a PASL. Paragraph 3 is about creating a collaborative professional culture. There are several things to consider there. There's some bullet points that you may want to address as you write it. Again, be sure that you review the rubric and make sure you hit all the key points to get your maximum points, and you'll see that notation about APA, spelling, grammar, and punctuation. Paragraph 4 is about collaboratively engaging your staff in professional learning and being able to promote that cultural responsiveness, distributed leadership, and digital leadership. If you notice in your principal standards, you're responsible for growing leaders on your campus, whether that be teacher leaders or leaders that are going to move it into administration later. So consider those things as you write paragraph 4. Other things to consider are promoting school improvement, effective communication, actionable feedback, monitoring support, and that digital leadership. Again, review the rubric carefully. Make sure you're following it in order to get maximum points. You're going to see that citation again about APA, spelling, grammar, and punctuation. Then you get to the final 2 paragraphs, paragraphs 5 and 6. They share the same rubric row. Paragraph 5 is about staff evaluation, support, and supervision. Some bullet points to consider. And paragraph 6 is about wrapping it up. It's kind of your closing. What did you learn from the course and how will it impact you? Again, review the rubric, make sure you're hitting those key points. And again, that language is coming straight from the standards. We want to remind you to use API citations and to reference your reading and learning from this course. We want to see what you learned, what you used, and how you grew as being a part of this course. And so that's very important, not only as you write this paper, but when you get ready to complete the PASL, that you make those references to some key researchers and points and items that you've learned in your educational learning within the master's program of Ed Leadership. Reminder that due date is Friday, again, Friday, August 14th at 11:59 Central Standard Time. Fall 1 will start Tuesday, August 18th. So there's no week 0, and that is why we had to move up the assignment due date so the IAs can get those completed and we can get grades in before Fall 1. We hope that you have learned a lot from this course, that you will take a lot forward, and it will cause you to think of those skills that you need to continue to learn and grow in as a leader, evaluator, and instructional leader on a campus to ensure every classroom has quality instruction. We thank you for having a great course with us, giving us great feedback, and giving us a chance to kind of think about what it takes to have great teachers in every classroom. So we wish you well as you move forward, and let us know if you need anything else.